Okay, Raquel, do you have the slideshow already pulled up?
I will share my screen, yes.
Okay, fabulous. So we are talking
Just
about
doing a
so
fucking slideshow tonight.
much. Let me mute her. Will you mute everybody, Raquel?
Yes. Hold on.
Please. So we're talking about so much tonight. We're talking about kind of the end of the year, but predominantly about November. And you think like the end of the year would be like time to slow down, but this is the most important time. This, I cannot stress that enough. We definitely learned that last year. And so this year we are trying to really help you guys and help us too as a team work smarter, not harder. The end of the year, the last 2 months of the year will literally make or break how strong you come out of the gates in 2017 and how hard you have to work to hit the goals that you've set for yourself in 2017. So I am really pumped to talk about this stuff, and I hope you guys have some good questions. And for any of your team members that you see that aren't on the call, you force them to watch a recording tomorrow because you want everybody to be on board November 1. We don't want anybody feeling like they're behind or overwhelmed, because you really got to have your ducks in a row so that you don't feel overwhelmed. You feel like you're on top of it and you're rocking it. So we're going to start by talking about team spirit. So hopefully, hold on, let it catch up. There we go.
Ready?
Well, I'll just talk and then I'll let it catch up. So we're going to talk about Team Spirit first. So hopefully everybody is signed up under Team VIP. You will see, I think it's like Team Originator or Team something, and ask you to give a name. Just put Jessica A&L, and that is just so that if there was more than one Team VIP, they would be able to tell the difference and they would know which team you guys were on. So if you haven't done that, the last day to sign up for that is tomorrow, the 31st. I will make sure it's in the Team VIP. If you search Team Spirit, you'll see that. The Team Spirit competition is something that Beachbody's never done. It's something new, so it's really exciting. And really, it's just a way to pull everyone together, to work together, and to push and surge towards that end of the year, towards end of the year resolutions. So it's going to be a month long. It's November 1st through November 30th. You can go to the next one. So I just want to be super simple. I don't want to be overwhelming and take too much time talking about this, but the primary focus is all of your challenge groups need to be on the Challenge Tracker app for November, because points will be awarded for Success Club, but they won't be doubled if your challengers that you are earning Success Club from have been invited to get on a Challenge Tracker app. So challenge groups for November, put them on the app. And just a side note segue, I know that we are kind of like in this weird place of, do we keep our challenge groups on Facebook? Do we move into the Challenge Tracker app? And you do whatever melts your butter and you do what makes you feel good. We have kind of bounced back and forth ourselves. But I will say Beachbody during leadership was like pushing the Challenge Tracker app hard and heavy. They're really trying to integrate a lot of what we do with the Challenge Tracker app to make it more user-friendly, to make it more of a positive experience, to help customers really use their products and not order it and not let it sit on the shelf. So I think that we should just kind of embrace it, jump on board, and just get after it. For the people that have never used Facebook, they're never going to know the difference. For us, we tend to ride in our comfort zone, and so I think that's why we're attached to Facebook, is because we're used to it. But I do think that the Challenge Tracker app brings so many more positives, and Beachbody's pushing it really hard and putting a lot of money into it. So I think that we should probably jump on the train now instead of try to catch up the middle of next year when it's kind of not optional. Just my 2 cents, but you do what works for you. But for Team Spirit, please do Challenge Tracker app because it will help boost the overall team points. You can also earn prizes as a team and by yourself. Next slide, please, Coach. So there's 5 different ways to win. So Team Spirit Champion, which is the overall highest number of points awarded for everything that you can earn, which is Success Club, double points for Challenge Tracker app. You can also do highest average. So let's say, there's a lot of big teams out there that have like 300, 400, 500 members on their team that I looked today to look at the participants, but a lot of those people probably aren't going to be working. We might have a smaller team compared to the big dogs. However, if we have a higher number average of Success Club points because we're a little small team of hustlers, we could totally win this one. So I'm really excited about that one. You can also do most spirited team. So that's the other one that I think Team VIP could really come in clutch. I'll show you how to do that on the next slide. But we as a team have to really be committed to be pushing and helping and making, if all of us have our very best month next month, like boom, we're there. And we all are working and surging together. Next slide, please. Team spirit, how do we win it? You will look, hashtag Team Beachbody, Team Spirit, hashtag Team VIP on everything you put on Instagram. So they only look on Instagram for this, but they're just looking overall throughout the month at the team that's the most creative, the most excited, putting up videos. And it doesn't have to be, just challenge stuff. It can be motivational stuff. It can be I love life stuff. It can be anything, but just have those two hashtags attached to literally every post you put on Instagram for the month of November to help really put Team VIP on the map and help really put us out there so they see, like, who are these little VIPers? They are just fabulous and they're so darn pretty. And we want them to see us. And so we really want to push for that. Even if we don't win, if they just see and know that, man, we need to keep our eyeballs on this Team VIP because they're out of control and they are really changing lives, that's my big goal. But every single one of us, if we register for a team, which we all have, and if we haven't, we're going to, all you have to do is hit SC5, change 3 lives, and you get a free tank top in the mail. And I don't know about you, but I'm all about that free Success Club swag. Just got my yoga mat, can't even contain myself. I'll do anything for free stuff. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. I'm like, I could have bought that $5 yoga mat, but it's so much better when it comes in the mail because I earned it. So that is the gist of Team Spirit. So it's super simple. The predominant focus is that Team VIP comes together, we push, we focus on changing lives, we focus on using that challenge tracker app, we push each other, pull people up if you see somebody slacking, and talk about it and keep it alive all month long from November 1st through November 30th. So that end of year resolution is upon us. And just one more tidbit before we move on to the launch of Core de Force, because it's going to be kind of like the meat of what we talk about today. I know that the end of the year is tough. And if I'm being perfectly honest, my other job right now, I am so swamped I can hardly see straight. And this would be a perfect time for me to just fade out, blame it on the holidays, stop working my business, stop working out. But instead, I'm going to lean into the business. And so what leaning into the business means is using that as my outlet to keep my fire going, to not get buried in life and to not get buried in the holidays and the nonsense and I'm tired and my baby won't sleep and he just turned 3 months old and has decided he wants to eat every 4.5 minutes. What is that? But those things just happen and those things are always going to happen. But when times get really tough, the harder you lean into your business, the better everything else seems to go. So with that, I'm going to turn it over so we can talk about Core de Force. Raquel, you are muted.
Okay. Can you hear me now? I am struggling. Okay, here we go. Can you see my screen? Please say yes. Can you see my screen? Anybody?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Whew, okay, Sunday. Okay, so Core de Force launches tomorrow, which is so exciting. Whenever a new program is launched, let me just tell you, you will see it in your business. So we should be super, super excited about this. I think the timing of this is perfect. Jessica said, we have 2 more months left to 2016, and we really want to ride on the momentum of a new program launch. So if you have, been under a rock and haven't been aware of what is happening on with Core de Force, I'm just going to give you an overview. You can search YouTube videos for great things and kind of example 2-minute program videos for that. But it is a 30-day program. I can get down with 30 days, right? So literally 30 days, you can knock out an entire program. Joel, I saw a video on him when he was explaining it, and he calls it a total body transformation program. So it's not just like, hey, do this program and lose weight. It's all about transforming your body. And if you haven't seen some of the before and after photos, I encourage you to Google them because it is amazing the transformations that you are seeing with this program. No equipment needed. I love that. I love that there's no equipment needed. All you need is your body and something to push play with. So a laptop, computer, DVDs. And it is a mix of boxing, Muay Thai, and MMA style movements with cardio intervals interspersed in between. So again, I try to explain it too because a lot of people are like, I'm not familiar with Muay Thai, MMA. A lot of times people have done body combat. It's similar to that. And also, you know, if you ever back in the day, I used to do Taebo like back in the early 2000s. And I think it's going to be a little bit similar to that as well. The workouts range in length from 30 to 45 minutes. I would say majority of them are in that 30-minute range, but you can expect that time period. It is created for people who need movement. So I would say it's high intensity, but it's kind of an intermediate-based program. So it's simple, effective, and easy to follow. It's not to a beat. There's not a whole lot of choreography. It's simple movements, you know, different ways to jab, hook, all that good stuff. Super easy to follow. And again, anyone could do it. So even if somebody hasn't been working out for a while or is ready to just get started, and the thought of like, hey, I want to feel like a hard ass boxer, MMA person, they could do this workout and easily be able to keep up. The eating plan, they don't call it a diet because we don't call anything that we do a diet, but because it's a higher intensity program, it actually allows you to eat more carbs than necessary, than if we were to compare it to 21 Day Fix. While the challenge pack doesn't come with the portion controlled containers like 21 Day Fix, Country Heat, Hammer and Chisel, the recipe and nutrition guide follows Portion Fix. If you're not familiar with Portion Fix, that's like the catch-all term for people can purchase on their own just the portion control containers, and that's what we can call Portion Fix. I believe if you purchase the containers on their own, they're $17. So I always encourage people, if they're going to buy a program that doesn't have the containers, they can absolutely measure out their food, but buying $17, it's so worth it. So I always encourage people to say, hey, I encourage you to buy the containers. $17 is going to make your life a lot easier, and just kind of let them know that for this program. Then we go on to Core de Force as a Team VIP Coach Challenge. So we did something similar to this last year around this time. I think it was actually in December. We did a Team VIP team-wide Hammer and Chisel Challenge. But this time we're going to be doing Core de Force. It's only 30 days. And it's not going to be like a normal challenge group where we have like action items, really, anything like that. It's going to be a great place for us to hold each other accountable. Because let's be real, yes, we're coaches, but just because we put on our coach hat doesn't mean that we don't struggle through the holidays, right? Like, I'm mentally preparing myself for all the Halloween candy that I'm not going to eat tomorrow. But, you know, the main job of our coaches is number one, first and foremost, to take care of ourselves and lead from the front. So that's really what we want to do here, is encourage each other in a group. Like, I love the team momentum that we have. And so we're just going to have a challenge group where we all get together for 30 days and do the program together. I'm super excited for it. I'm excited for y'all to hold me accountable to start and finish the program because, you know, I have fitness ADD. And another option that we're going to do, prep week is starting November 7th. So that's next Monday. Day one will be November 14th. We are going to also do a 3-day refresh from November 14th through the 16th. Totally optional. You don't have to do it. But I know a lot of us will be doing it. Again, let me just tell you this too. Whenever I do the 3-day refresh, can I just be real honest? I don't love it. It's hard for me, but it's good for me. Like, I feel better when I do it. But every time I do it, let me just tell you, my 3-day refresh sales go through the roof. So if you're looking to earn a little extra income for maybe Christmas spending, I definitely encourage you to try 3-day refresh. Talk about it on your social media, and you'd be surprised who comes out of the woodworks wanting to know what this plant-based cleanse is all about. So again, super excited for this. Great way for it. We'll be posting more information on Team VIP. If you want to join us, you're more than welcome to. But again, I'm excited to hopefully work out beside all of y'all. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Laura.
Okay, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so like Jessica and Raquel said, November, we think of that as a time that holidays are here. It's time to relax. It's time for Worst Fest. Like, it's time for like all these fun things. But I'm telling you right now, this is when we need to be concentrating on our business. This is going to set us up for success or failure come January. It was so crazy. I was sitting here last year in this chair and I was listening to so many calls about this, like Bonnie Engel and all these top coaches about what you do in the last of the quarter, especially November and December. You're either going to be set up for success or failure come January. So I'm super excited about the November calendar. As you can see, it's packed full, and there's a reason we have so much going on. Okay, so tomorrow starts our 21-day challenge group. And I do want to clarify, maybe we can chat it up or talk about this afterwards. For those points that go to Team Spirit, those are from people that order a challenge pack in November. Okay, so if they order a challenge pack in November and they go through the app, that's where double points are made. Now, let me know if I'm wrong on that. So one thing that we are going to do, and we haven't talked about this much, but I put it on Team VIP. It's a coach. Instead of that posting word, change it to message challenge. I'll redo that, but we are going to message 30 people a day. That sounds crazy. But where this came up from, Jessica met someone at Leadership Conference. She asked her how she was diamond in Summit, which is usually in the summer. She became 5-star elite in December. Jessica asked her, what did you do on a daily basis to do that? And she said she messaged 30 people a day. And I know we are all busy, like Jessica said, and Raquel said, like we all are none of us are just have like time, around. Like that doesn't happen. We all wish we had more hours in the day. 30 messages a day is what I'm committing myself to. What better way to kick off November 1st? Actually, it's October 31st, but the first week of November than to invite 30 people. It does not have to be coach invites. I'm going to start off with challenger invites because I want so many people in my Core Divorce 3-day refresh challenge group. Okay, so let me know if you're committed. I want to see everyone be committed to inviting 30 people a day. And I don't know how we're going to keep each other accountable. I don't know if it's a Facebook message group or something else, but I'm super excited about it. Okay. Yes, Jessica, she's in. Okay, perfect. Okay. So on November 1st, our free group, Get Lean, Train Mean, or Eat Clean, Train Mean. It really doesn't matter what the freaking name is. What it is a free group to get people interested. If you have people that said no to you, if you have people that say they're going to buy a challenge pack and they never do, if you have people that won't respond, ask them to join you in this free group. Have them experience a little bit about what our challenge groups are about. Okay, so if you go into the Team VIP Google Drive, which is underneath the description, you can go to free groups, and we have templates there for you. Yes, they are not perfect because we are working out the kinks, but I'm telling you, all the words are there. You just have to edit to how you want it. All the meal plans are there to either run your own challenge group, your free day challenge group, or add people in there. Okay, so this is an opportunity for you to build trust within people. This is an opportunity for you to keep following up with these people that might not buy a challenge pack now, but maybe they do in the future, or maybe they become an awesome coach. This is an opportunity that you just don't want to pass up, whether it's with us or whether you do it on your own. Okay, so also tomorrow, new coach boot camp starts. Okay, so that's Raquel and her team of coaches that are running that. That will be posted about later. So know that's for 2 weeks. This Saturday, if you are in the New Braunfels Worst Fest area, or if you want to drive in, we are doing a team run walk. So it's a 5-miler. You order tickets online. I posted the link with our description of the calendar. I think it was last night. It's $30 a ticket. What that buys you is a t-shirt, your race entry, a free ticket to Worst Fest, which I'm like the biggest Worst Fest fan there is. You get free beer at the finish line, and you get food. So it's going to be awesome. And I think I'm going to Worst Fest right after. So if anyone wants to join me, please feel free. We have a team call every single Sunday night. Okay. Yeah. save those clothes. A team call every single Sunday night, even on Thanksgiving weekend, guys, because like we mentioned, this is a crucial part of the year. We're not going to just skip it because we're eating turkey. Okay, Turkey Day's on Thursday. Sunday is our team call. Okay, another thing, everyone that is pushing to be a diamond, which everyone should, it is absolutely possible. If you haven't seen Miguel's video of how to go diamond in 7 days, you need to research it tonight and watch it. How to Go Diamond in 7 Days by Miguel. Don't know his last name. I'm sure Lisa does. She'll post it under
Miguel
on the chat.
Carrasco.
There, yes, perfect.
I'll post it in the group.
Perfect. He's awesome. It's inspirational. Everyone should be pushing to be a diamond by the 17th. What does that mean? You come to our diamond retreat, which is in February. You have to qualify to be a diamond by the 17th and hold it every single week until the end of the year. If 1 week on that Thursday on your online office, it says emerald or ruby, you'll be disqualified. So make sure you get there and you hold it. Like we talked about, November 14th is our day one quarter force. I just received my 3-day refresh in the mail. You got to do it, guys. Even if this is my sixth time to do the refresh. Okay. I'm kind of obsessed with it. Sixth time, you need to do it. Put in your order tonight. You need to be a product of the product. You need to be posting about it. I don't care if you do it on the 7th. I don't care if you do it on the 14th. Just let people know you're doing it. We all will be posting about it on the 14th, but heck, if you're feeling like you want to do it next week, do it next week. But a 3-day refresh and the quarter force. Okay. That is on the 14th. Day one, 14th. A new coach boot camp starts on the 14th. That will be myself leading that with my diamond coaches. Prep week on the 21st. Happy Turkey Day on the 24th. Enjoy it. I know we'll post about this soon, but something we did last year that was awesome. We did this whole posting challenge for 2 weeks because, as you know, it's really hard not to talk about like your pumpkin pie, and it's really hard not to talk about like just what you're doing as a family, which we all want to see that, but we also want to see really meaningful, valuable posts out of you guys during those 2 weeks. So we're going to have an incentive that goes along with that. We'll have kind of checklist and benchmarks of what you'll be posting about. It was really fun last year. So I'm excited to post about that. We also have another challenge group that runs on the 28th. So like Jessica and Raquel said, we are moving to the Challenger app. It is a little difficult. It's confusing to me. Right now I'm doing a couple Facebook, I'm doing a couple Challenger apps, and I just need to bite the bullet and do it. And I listened, if you haven't listened to those leadership calls that were recorded, you need to, because they talked about the Challenger app and how crucial it is. So you know what? I'm doing it no matter what. Challenger Tracker app is going to happen from now on. So let us know if you want to be involved in one of our challenge groups or you want to run your own. Either way, we need you guys to be participating no matter what. I don't care if you don't post one time. We want to see you comment. We want to see you post in there. It's hard to just be the Lone Ranger and do it all yourself. Okay, a couple side notes about this month. So Team Spirit is this whole month. We already spoke about that. A team-wide quarter force group with a 3-day refresh on the 14th. Challenge packs that are on sale, $140, quarter force. Okay, be aware that that does not come with the container. The containers. You can order that a la carte though. Country Heat, that is continuing to be $140. 21-day fix and 21-day fix extreme, continuing on through November. And if you order that challenge pack, you get an insulated tote bag. That's pretty awesome. I'm really excited about that. So let that be an incentive for people that are on board that never bit the bullet. Say, hey, November, it's on sale. You get an insulated tote bag. Let me know if you want to be involved, and then invite them to that free group. Okay, so a little improv too. These people don't know, I'm going to ask them, but Super Saturday, I know through Facebook, I saw Lisa, I saw Annie, I saw Whitney. I don't know who else was on Super Saturday, but I know Carl Deichler was in Dallas, and I'm kind of like been wanting to like text Lisa this whole time, and I haven't. So Lisa, Annie, let us know, like, did they talk about core de force? What were the big takeaways? What did Carl talk about? Can you all talk a little bit about that?
Carl's main message was not about basically putting faces on the challenge packs, focusing on the people behind the challenge packs and helping people, and making that our primary focus is helping people get results and live fulfilling lives, the mission statement. But really it rings true to the business on getting us to a higher level is focusing on the people. By focusing on the people and getting them results, that's going to bring in more coaches and create a better, you know what I'm trying to say. I don't know how to use words right now.
I think whenever I heard,
making sure to focus on the relationships.
Yes. Thank you.
And Carl talked a lot about that on his closing ceremony. I feel like I was at leadership conference, honestly. I listened to all these calls, but if you haven't listened to him, listen to him. Carl talked about getting back to the basics. It's a people business. It is literally, it's not a Facebook business. It's not a social media business. It's a people business. If you want to go to a women's group and talk about Shakeology and your challenge groups, do that. It is a face-to-face business. And I know he talked a lot about that. And it sounds like he's kind of touching on that a little bit, is go back to the basics. It's about the people. It's about getting results. Your job does not stop whenever you sell that challenge pack. Your job stops whenever they are, I don't even know if our job ever stops. It really doesn't. It doesn't, because you're letting them, you're helping them out to lose weight. You're on their journey. If they want to be a coach, you're helping them coach the whole time. Your job does not stop. And I know I kind of struggled with that in the beginning. As I sell a challenge pack and I see 2 points and I'm like, yes, I get my, tote bag or whatever they're giving out. But my mind has really shifted because our jobs do not stop at Success Club 2. Selling those 2 points don't mean anything. That's not the end of our job.
He made a reference to being at a grocery store. It's like, oh, you get a challenge pack and you get a challenge pack. All right, move on. You get a challenge pack. And it kind of like dehumanized it. And he said, no, that's not what it's about. So you're very, very right. You know how you're saying that you're going to commit to messaging 30 people a day. If this helps your mindset, try to connect with 30 people a day, build 30 more relationships a day, make 30 more people happy a day, like send 30 love messages a day. Just focus on loving on people and getting them results and being a person.
Yeah, I was just going to add to that. A lot what I've been doing this month too is because I don't want to I'm to the point where I'm really in my cold market where I've added people to my friends, but I've never really had a personal message for them. So instead of just coming at them with a message out of nowhere, that's really been my mindset, is to make their day. So whether it's to send them a little piece of encouragement, or I see something on their news feed that strikes me, I'll leave them a little message that I would like to receive too. So again, that's really my goal, is just not necessarily, selling a challenge pack or whatever. It's really, how can I brighten up that person's day? What could I do to bring a little positivity? Right now it's like the elections and there's just a whole lot of like nastiness in the world today. So that's really been my goal, is how can I make someone's day? And I think it just makes it more fun too. I feel like, man, my job is so fun. Like I literally get to be like, what can I do to make you happy today? So maybe if we go into that mindset too. And I think that when you do that, when you really focus on the people, the numbers, Success Club points, challenge packs, those kind of all just kind of fall into place.
Yes, absolutely. Whitney, did you go to a Super Saturday?
I did. I went to the one in Austin.
How was it?
It was good. It was good. I think the two main takeaways for me were sort of playing off of what y'all were saying, that I think whenever you start at the beginning, you're so focused on your challengers and make sure they get good results. And then at some point you start worrying more about your business and like building your business. And I think the past 2 months, our challenge groups have not been as good as they were at the beginning. So I think this month, Nikki and I are both sort of taking it back and really focusing on our challengers and focusing on our groups, because that's really where you can build coaches if you really want to. That's really where the business is all about. And so we're really going to focus on our challengers this month. And then I think the second thing I took away is I did so I missed the sneak peek of the core de force. So we did the core de force workout, and I do not like boxing. I do not like kicking or punching. So I was not looking forward to it at all. And so we started doing it or whatever. And I'm like, I was definitely sweating for sure, but I was like, all right, that's fine. Okay. I woke up today, and my whole back is sore. My thighs are sore and like my upper like shoulder. So I'm definitely going to try this program out now because I was shocked. I like literally texted Leticia and Edna who were with me, and I was like, is anybody else sore today? Because holy moly. So anyways, those are probably the two key things that we took
That's
away.
a great post, Whitney.
Oh, that's a good point, Jessica.
For all those people in the world who are like, not kickboxing. And I will say too, I don't know if you caught this from Raquel, but a lot of people look at it and like they'll look at the video and they're like, oh, that looks good, but it looks like it's hard to learn. But it's it's like you go in like 1 minute rounds if you haven't tried it, and so you're just like all over the place doing your own jam, and so you don't even have to be coordinated. Like you just have to, you want to move.
Yeah, and I actually liked it, which is what I was surprised by too. I really didn't think I was, because I've always like avoided those boxing classes. I'm like, nope, not going in that room.
Yeah, it's good. I really like it. I think people were really attached to it because you do, like, you feel strong and you feel powerful, and it will tear up your back in a second. It's working on those posture muscles.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm learning like some, street fighting skills. If anybody tries to take me in a back alley,
There you go.
I
You
got
try to jump me in the parking lot. I'm sorry. Hello.
Can I share something really funny, just really quick? So during the workout today, there was Annie and I were at the very, very front of the stage. Like I could have kicked Joel in the face if I wanted to, but his little posse that was there, him and Jericho's posse was like right in front of me, so I couldn't even kick. Otherwise I would have kicked them. And I thought, well, I was a little kind of like disappointed that I couldn't be full out with some of my moves. I was like, forget it. She's my target. So I was like punching and crossing and like doing all these things. And I was doing it as if I was kicking her. And I just felt like a badass. But then I felt kind of guilty because Walking Dead and like killing people, I just felt bad. So I apologized in my mind. I'm like, oh my God. Anyways, yeah. That was my little story.
I love it. I love it.
know.
See, it's already just pulling out new stuff. Okay, so we are going to end out. We are T-minus 2 minutes. Please, if anybody has any questions, I'll open it up for that too at the end. We'll post the recording. I know there's a lot of people that aren't on the call, so please send it to your upline, your sideline, your downline. If you know they weren't on this call, make sure that they're signed up for Team Spirit if they aren't. Get all your little duckies in a row and make sure everything is ready. I'm so excited. And one last little nugget to motivate you and like keep you pushing. Laura texted me today on her way home from Houston, and the piece of land that you see her talking about on social media is like 4 minutes from my house, which is very exciting. But she texted me and she said, I'm going to the land for inspiration. And I was like, okay. And I said, inspiration for what? And then she told me it's inspiration to keep working, to keep pushing. And, and I was just like, yes, like, we all have these vision boards, but you have to remember, like, you got to put that vision where you can taste it, like where it is so close to you that when you get tired, like literally she just went and stood in the middle of a piece of 50 acres to say, okay, and I'm motivated, so whatever that means for you. But that was just so powerful for me to say, you know what, sometimes you literally have to refocus, remember what your vision is so that you do get inspired to reach out and to change people's lives and to keep going when it gets hard. So if you need to like revisit your vision or make sure that vision board, like Raquel's, is taped in her bathroom so she stares at it when she goes to her lipstick, cabinet. There's like 1,200 lipsticks in there. Find it, look it, use it. So anyway, if there's no questions, I'm going to end it. If there is any questions, you have 20 seconds to ask. So. And no. Okay. Well, then I will see you guys